Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bourbon Bites. Welcome to a very special Saturday night live stream. Of course, usually happens with Brandon when he's over.
Hello.
So, thank you for tuning in. I gave a couple of heads up on my last night, or my stream on Thursday, as well as my movie night last night. So, appreciate those of you that are showing up live. Those of you that are watching the replay, say hello in the chat below. We already have one person here who's judging us for being a little late.
Hi, Patrick.
What's up, Patrick? Yeah, we were a little bit late, but we wanted to make sure we had our glasses and we had a dump glass because if not, we have a lot of rye whiskey here.
Surprisingly.
So I wanted to make sure we had something to dump in case we got a little heavy-handed with our pours. So tonight's all about rye whiskey. So we gathered all the rye whiskeys. Not all. Okay, I'm not going to say all.
No.
A majority of the rye whiskeys that I've had, that at least the cask strength options. You brought a ton.
Yeah.
So we're going to taste through these and kind of find what our favorite flavor profile in a rye whiskey is. So, like I said, they're mostly high proof. Do you want to start with one of the lower proof ones? Do you want to start with the... Well, we also have the...
We have Near If Heaven's
Do you want to do... I was going to say the filibuster is 90 proof. It's the lowest.
You want the filibuster?
Yeah, we'll just start with that one. Just to set our palate to get in, because we've been drinking, but we have not been drinking rye. So.
Wow. I see how it is,
Just
Patrick.
remember.
Just blame me. I see how it is. I'm not going to bring you your gift for
No.
next week, then. I'll just save it for myself. Because I'll be seeing you next weekend.
Oh, nice. You guys are going...
Yeah, we're going out there to ABQ.
Nice.
ABQ.
So this one I've had for a while.
Oh, it's finished in French oak barrels. I know it's finished.
Okay, I didn't either. Oops. Oh, well.
All right. Yeah, batch 38, bottle 10A3.
And this is distilled in Virginia, so it's like unique. That's the reason I wanted to get it because I want to have a variety of ryes.
Yeah, you're not wrong. We got a variety, all right.
So we have Virginia. So yeah, if you're just
starting with Virginia,
we have Virginia, we have Kentucky, we have Tennessee. No, maybe not Tennessee.
We have Heaven's Door. Isn't Heaven's Door Tennessee?
Yeah, but I think it's sourced from Indiana.
Oh, I was like, I honestly don't know.
Yeah. Does it say actually?
I was like, I'm gonna look right now. Distilled in Indiana.
Yeah, okay.
I recall. Okay.
But we have plenty of Kentucky ryes. Oh wait, we do have Tennessee because this one.
Way to go.
So yeah, we have a lot of variety here. So we're gonna taste through and find what our favorite is. But also, little bonus thing we're doing is, you guys know I've reviewed this on the channel several times. This is the Old Overholt 10-year cask strength. One of my favorites that came out. I think it came out in 2023, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 23. Well, there is a brand new release of this that came out in 2024 summer, and it's the 11-year. So it's the exact same thing, just an 11-year version. Proof-wise, this one is a good bit lower. So this one's 107.4, whereas this one is 121. So we're going to see, does the extra year make the difference, or does the extra proof do? So should be a lot of fun. I've not tried that. I'm a big fan of this one. You've tried the 10-year, right? But not this one.
I honestly don't remember. I don't think I actually have tried the 10 years.
Okay.
So.
If you have, it's been at my place.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I was just saying, who knows?
Yeah, so we're going to do that. We're going to work our way up because we're varying in proofs here. So we don't want to blow our palate too early on.
We're kind of honestly all over the place. So.
This one, the Michter's, is relatively low too. So
yep.
I think we'll say, of course, we have Old Forester Barrel Proof Rye, which is one of the highest, and Jack Daniels, which is 134.2. So these will be waiting a bit. 120. That's still pretty up there, though.
Yeah. I remember the first time I had it was hot, too, being a fresh crack. So
yeah. So we're setting our palate with this Virginia Rye. Again, filibuster, I've not had on the channel in a long time. You've probably not had it. It's been in the back of my collection for a while. But let's set it aside.
Cheers in the chat. Thanks for joining us. I don't know why grapey's on my palate tonight. For
you said grape
earlier because we had 1924 earlier.
This is more grape than that was to me. It's sweet, yeah. I mean, but it tastes like a classic rye kind of. It has that mint. I think like mint is kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Patrick says, "Don't forget you have a Jack rye waiting for you here."
Yeah,
nice.
It's on his guest shelf. He has a guest shelf.
Oh, I need a bottle on the guest shelf.
Okay, well then have him buy you.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I have plenty of Jack Daniel rye, but if there's anything else, Patrick, let me know. Yeah. You can bring it home for me. You already got your full amount to go at? Okay.
Now, I'm already bringing alcohol out there, so you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, spoiler alert for Patrick. That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think nothing's like too crazy about this. I think it's approachable. It's like one of the it's a very easy drinking rye. I'll say that.
Yeah. I would love to see what the regular filibuster rye do. They even do a
this is the French oak
finished,
finished,
just to see. Oh, sorry.
You have to come here. Listen. Remind me of the balloon thing. When the balloon thing happens.
That's in October.
Okay.
Are you going?
But October, people want me to go to. That's the thing. People want me to go to Bourbon on the Banks in October, so I can't do both. That's
Yeah,
too
actually,
much.
you can. It's 2 different weekends because we're going to both probably.
I know it's 2 different weekends, but it's 2 different flights.
We're going to talk about it this week. Yeah, we're going to Bourbon on the Banks. You should go to Bourbon on the Banks then. We'll get Patrick to go with us.
Patrick, if you go to Bourbon on the Banks, if you and Heather go, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So we got a year. We got a while.
Yeah.
I always say that, and then it comes up, and like, oh no, it's already here.
Oh, don't worry. I'm already planning that trip already. So we're gonna talk to Patrick next weekend.
Nice.
We'll see. It'll be exciting.
All right. So where do we go? Where do we start? I have not had that Heaven's Door one. Did you say that one was Indiana?
Yeah. Why don't we do
but
that?
It's 10 years old. Though.
But it's a 10-year. Do you want to do New Riff first and kind of work our way up from 8 to 10 to 10 kind of?
Yeah, that's fun. Let's start. So we're gonna start with the New Riff 8-year rye, which I think last time you were over here we tried this, or maybe we just had it off camera.
We had it, but I don't remember. I don't think I tried it. I know we talked about it, but I don't think I tried it. Ooh, the Aussies. We missed the Aussies.
Oh, they'll be there for the blend. Oh, okay. You know what? Please fill me in because we would totally join y'all there. I speak for Justin. I assume. I know he's watching the
I'm
stream,
just gonna plan. We're just gonna plan for him. Okay, and this is a 95.5, so
95.5 new, but it's Kentucky. It's not.
I was gonna
Indiana,
say it's not Indiana, but it's okay. This almost noses like a bourbon drinker's rye, kind of sweet.
Yeah. I mean, New Riff is such a, to me, I think a lot of people say green apple New Riff.
So you just said that, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it's not just their rye though. I think their bourbon has it's just something with like either the barrels or the distillate. Something to me always gives me apple with New Riff, which is not a bad thing at all. I enjoy it. That's just a signature note for me that I always get on it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, so Patrick, Bourbon on the Banks is I think it's the 5th. It's either the 4th or the 5th that Saturday, and then we're probably gonna go the following weekend because the Balloon Festival is a whole week long. Like he said, it's 4th to the 12th. So technically, you can go to both. Just saying.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm already taking 2 weeks off to go to Europe.
It's okay.
So.
Or just do what we did last year. Just take a whole week. So you do Bourbon on the Banks, spend a couple days in Kentucky, and then fly to Albuquerque for a couple days for the Balloon Fiesta, and then come home. How's that work?
We'll talk about this. We got dinner after this. We'll talk about it over dinner.
Okay.
No, I mean, it sounds very interesting. That sounds like a ton of fun.
Yeah. Except, sorry, we already called dibs.
Oh, staying with them? I don't
Yeah.
care. As long as I stay close, we got hotel points. We can stay at a hotel.
Smells really good. I'm going for a taste.
Sorry. Cheers.
Cheers in the chat. Thanks, Pat. What are you sipping on, Patrick? Are you sipping on anything fun or fancy? Andy?
They have space.
Yeah, but for us, not for you.
I assume that's for both of us. I don't know.
I don't know. Patrick will have to answer.
In a casino, I'm like, oh, that's where I will be.
I was gonna say,
I'll be at the
they're casino people.
I'll be at the casino. But yeah, no, totally. Stay in touch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like this. I like this when I tried it last time too. You know what? I said this recently, but New Riff is something that I have not bought in years, and not for any reason. I like New Riff, but it's like it always flies under the radar for me.
Yeah, it does for a lot of people too.
Steven's here.
He is. Steven.
Funny enough, having a Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye pick. Well, we have that.
We have that later.
That's our highest proof.
Yeah,
so we're gonna wait
a later thing.
We got to work our way up. Right now, we're doing with 100 proof, 8-year New Riff rye.
Yeah.
But good to see you, man.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Well, especially for the price. This was 70 or 65.
I bought it in the Carolinas, either North Carolina or South Carolina. I think it was 70. Yeah. But I didn't see it out here, so I'm like, I'm gonna go buy it. You said the bourbon was the same price. I know we compared.
Yeah, I think they're about the same price, if not maybe a couple dollars, but I think they're pretty close.
Yeah.
But either way, like this is honestly
really good.
This is pretty good.
I'd buy another bottle of it.
Yeah. I know. I thought about it. So they have it on their website to ship, and they have a flat $15 shipping. So I'm like, it's not.
If I was buying multiple things, if I was like, stocking up, yes,
yeah.
I wouldn't pay that for one bottle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how many bottles are in a box. Being like, can they put 4 for $15? I'm like, okay, then maybe it's worth it because then you divide it, so only a couple dollars.
True.
You know.
Chip is here. Cheers to you.
Cheers, Chip.
Good to see you.
Appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, so we are working our way through a bunch of ryes, and we're gonna find what are not our favorite in general, but maybe our favorite of the night.
Yeah.
So that's off to a good start.
That is definitely
really like
a good
that.
start. Yeah. Because I don't know about you, but when I first got into whiskey, I was that idiot. Like I hated ryes. They were too spicy. They were not sweet.
Rye.
I was that was not for me.
That was not even like I feel like not when you first got into whiskey because you were really into whiskey. You were into bourbon a lot.
Yeah.
And you were still anti-rye for a long time.
I was anti-rye for the longest time, and then it was you and a few other people like pressure. Like
I kept trying. I was like, try this one.
And my favorites has always been, which we'll get into it later, is the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye because it is sweeter, and that's why I started figuring out that like MGP rye or
same. And I feel like so same with you and Adriana because remember
Yeah.
she's
Is she
she will
drinking
not
right now? Or
she's
is she
holding
still
she's holding out. She
okay?
is not a rye fan. Which is kind of funny because she lives so close to what is it, High West,
High West.
and
Okay.
they're known for their rye, but she hates rye, so she's like, I have no reason to go.
That's a
but-
bummer.
But
That's a bummer.
yeah,
But,
but you know, you
but
like
you
what
know
you like.
what?
You don't
And-
have to like it, but
No.
yeah, I think you've grown. Like there's a lot of variety in rye. I
yes,
think.
and now and that's what I'm starting to appreciate. Just same thing with Scotch and everything else. So yeah, definitely a good start. I'm digging this too.
Yeah, it honestly it's not that different than MGP rye, which I think we should go to next. We should go to the
Okay.
so Brandon has a bottle. I've never seen this before. It's a 10-year-old Heaven's Door rye whiskey, 100 proof. I've never seen this. Like you said,
Yeah, it's Bob Dylan's brand. It's hard to see.
yeah. So I've had some Heaven's Door, but not any of their rye. I didn't realize they did a rye.
Well,
So
and funny enough, so I can tell you a quick story. So I had my buddy hold a bottle for me. It was a 10-year bourbon.
mm-hmm.
I heard it was really great, so I had him hold it for me. And long story short, it got misplaced, and we just grabbed it out of the case. And again, I didn't know they even made a rye until I got home. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm drinking the rye because that's what I got. So, but we'll talk about that more in a minute when we get to it.
Yeah. Beach Stand Bourbon's here. Cheers, guys. We
Cheers.
just opened another rye last night on our Fresh Crack Friday. Nice.
Very cool. What'd you guys open, if you don't mind?
Yeah,
That'd be
we
cool.
have a lot. We
I was
might,
like, yeah,
we
we
might
got-
have it.
We got plenty of bottles to go around.
And Steven
so.
said he's tried the Heaven's Door at a tasting once. Nice.
Oh, very cool,
I've not
very
had,
cool.
like I said, I've had their bourbons. I've had their Red Breast. Remember that one that was like finished in a Red Breast Irish whiskey cask. But it was Dickel, so it was like I didn't like it that much. Low proof Dickel.
Yeah,
Which, you know.
yeah.
I know you like the high proof stuff too. Same with me too. So.
Yeah. I was like, that's where it's at.
Do you want to move to the Heaven's Door? We've been talking about it a minute.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now we're probably not going to make it through all of these, just so y'all know. We have a lot, but if there's any call-outs that you want us to try tonight of like a specific rye style or a specific bottling,
So bottling, distillery.
Yeah, we might have it.
Yeah,
so
you tell us, and we can definitely sip on it. Or be like, Steven, wait till the end of the stream. We'll sip on our Jack with you and see.
Yeah, that's going to be at the very end. Last night they had Sagamore Double Oak Dry. You know what's funny?
Oh.
When I was at a liquor store in South Carolina, I was just looking at the rye section. He's like, "Oh, you know, like a new rye we just got was the Sagamore Double Oaked Rye," which I don't know. It either started as like a limited release, just like not necessarily distillery only, but maybe local only, but it did expand out, or it's like a second batch. There's something unique with the Sagamore Double Oaked Rye. Did not buy it, unfortunately, but I'm gonna have to buy that because
it sounds interesting.
You're the third person to mention that bottle to me in the past. When was there? I was there for Christmas, so 3 months. Third person in 3 months, I got to buy it, so I will keep an eye out for that. Last thing I have was a travel exclusive Ardbeg. Well,
aren't you
very
fancy?
different. I have mixed feelings on ryes. Don't care for dill or minty notes, but I do love Peerless. Interesting.
Interesting.
You don't like dill.
No,
Like,
I don't
you're very
like
anti-dill.
dill. Yeah, 100%. I'm with him. So
Minty, I think mint. I like mint.
it depends, honestly, on the whiskey. Like you said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just honestly depends.
Oh, they say it MGP blended by Sagamore. So this is probably similar to MGP. Heaven's Door, like I said, is a Tennessee brand actually. Yeah. But they are distilling it in Indiana as well. But 10 years old, 100 proof.
Yeah.
We don't know. Do we know the mash bill? Probably not.
Just all it says is it's Indiana 95 rye mash bill. So we're assuming 95.
Yeah.
My assumption.
Yeah, most likely. Oh, Patrick, he said, I guess I'll go look for something to sip on. Oh, too bad, you know.
Oh, darn. I thought you were already in the room with, what's his face? The guy that scares me.
I don't know who scares you.
The skeleton.
Skeleton, yeah.
Barry.
Okay.
Barry.
I thought you were about a real person. Like,
no, he drinks a berry, and Barry's creepy.
Yeah.
It's fine, though.
Ooh, I like the nose.
Yeah. It smells very rich.
Definitely a better, not say better nose. New Riff was more of a bourbon nose. This is distinctly rye.
Yeah. You get more of the rye spice.
Mm-hmm.
All that almost like clove baking spices.
Yeah. I mean, it reminds me. So one of my favorite whiskeys of last year when I did my top 10 of the year was the 12-year Bullet rye, which was MGP rye, 12 years old.
Okay.
That was like 92, 94 proof. So it's a little bit lower proof.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a little bit younger, but up there in proof. So, all right, I'm going to try it. Cheers.
Cheers in the chat.
Not overpowering. Like it's very much like chill. It's weird, but man, the flavor. That's I love that. But
You know,
I've always been a Indiana Rye fan. Like
it honestly
always.
drinks lower proof to me. Like honestly, it doesn't drink like 100 proof. Like
Yeah.
it's so easy because I get a lot of spice, but that's from the rye,
Mhm.
so that's dangerous.
I like that. Yeah, yeah.
Like that's dangerous.
I think so too. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've ranked aged MGP rye as some of my favorite. Every single year I do a top 10. There's always a like 9, 10, 12-year old MGP rye. This is exactly why. Now, do you know price on this?
It was pretty pricey. I want to
Really?
say it was
Okay.
90 or 100.
Okay,
Right
so up
around
there. Okay.
there. But again, it's also right around the $10 a year that
Yeah,
Kevin Hill used to
I
do.
would-
So
At that price, you know, I would look at one of my older favorites was the Templeton 10-year rye.
mhm.
It's not cast iron. It's 105 proof, so a little bit higher, but it's $80.
Okay.
So it's also MGP.
Yeah,
So
very similar except cheaper.
that would explain why I like this so much. I love that, one of my favorite bottles.
Mhm.
I know Templeton gets a bad rap because their cheaper stuff they do put some flavor in. Like
Okay,
it's a little
okay.
sketchy,
Yeah.
but their 10-year is straight rye whiskey. They don't do any of that stuff to it. So
Good.
that's very fun.
Good.
Let's see. Steven says he has this interesting Sagamore Muscatel that's finished. Dill I love, but I feel that's primarily Willet is a good example of that. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
Willet rye is not my jam. Just do you like it or not?
No, you gave me that one time, the 4-year-old. I think it was the green bottle or green
Yeah.
label.
Yep.
Ugh, sorry, dude.
Penelope Weeded. I have not had that. I heard that's a new release. Let us know how that is.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
That sounds good.
Upstairs helping Heather recover from watching The Substance. Oh, you know what? Wait. I just bought it. Justin and I are gonna watch it
Spoiler
tomorrow.
alert! Spoiler alert!
We're gonna watch it tomorrow. Don't spoil it, please. I literally just bought it, so don't spoil it. If Brandon wasn't here, we'd be watching it right now. But yes, I'm excited to see it. Doing espresso martinis, but with bourbon. Yeah,
Ooh.
I've seen people do that.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think in Vegas, a lot of people do that.
Okay.
I think Tony Bag of Donuts, when we were there, he did the same thing. He got an espresso martini, but subbed out bourbon.
Bourbon.
Bullet 12 year, yeah, really good.
Mhm.
Well, I like that a lot. Where do we go from here?
Anyone in the chat have any ideas, or you want us to keep kind of working up the? I guess
If I had to guess, I would probably say Michter's because
Yeah.
one, you said that's one of your favorites.
Yep.
Two, it's only 106 proof, so we're only going up 6 proof points.
Okay.
And then it leads us right into these two.
That
So,
works for me
yeah, let's do it. We'll use the same because we
Yep.
want to have those.
for the old overhaul.
Yeah.
Did you want to pour the old overhaul to let him breathe because your 11 year's not open yet?
You can, yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. Okay. So let me go ahead and pour everything up, and then we'll get to it.
I'm fully rinsing my glass, but I need some water.
Jesus. Hey, drink that water. Okay.
Patrick said my bartender friend urged me to make one with tequila. Oh, tequila. Oh, that's
Interesting.
How was that? I feel like in my mind I can't get those flavors to mesh, but maybe they do.
Yeah.
I think bourbon because I think like it's got the caramel, the vanilla,
Yeah.
that kind of that
A little bit of
coffee or kind of
sweetness
the
or
same
whatever.
thing.
Yeah. Sweet and bitter.
Steven said I perfected my New Riff gin cocktail, muddled crystallized ginger, took to the next level.
Wow.
I do love New Riff gin. Actually, the good thing is Total Wine has that readily available now. I remember when it first came out, you couldn't find it. So, you know what? Wait, I'm mistaken. New Riff gin.
New Riff gin. I don't think.
I'm sorry. I was thinking Still Austin.
I was like, yeah. Still, Austin's
New
popped
Riff
up a lot
gin.
more lately.
I don't know if I've ever seen New Riff gin.
Besides the distillery, obviously. Yeah.
Oh no, I've
Wild
totally
gin.
seen that. K&L has it. K&L has
Okay.
that. I was gonna say, okay, I'm not crazy. We've definitely had it.
That was a good pop. Sorry.
Yeah, no, New Riff gin was definitely here. Let me just make sure it's still available. It's sold out, but it did hit California for a while. We definitely had a bottle of the barrel aged one and the regular one. So good. I think Still Austin gin and New Riff gin are kind of the same thing. They're both like Kentucky style gins, which I'm a fan of. So.
Okay.
Patrick said maybe I'll make Brandon espresso martini with a surprise spirit.
I don't know if I like the surprise.
I was like,
but
what is your
sure.
least favorite? Wait, what's your least favorite spirit?
Probably gin or tequila.
Gin or tequila? My least favorite spirit. You know what? I'm gonna say this with like a caveat.
Okay.
My least favorite spirit is a white rum, particularly Bacardi. I just cannot stand Bacardi.
I don't do rum anymore.
I like rum. I like aged rum, and I like some silver rum, which is like 3 years old.
Okay.
But like white rum, particularly Bacardi, I feel sick from it. So that's my one. I'll probably get beat up for saying this. I think Penelope Weeded is better than any of the Wellers. Okay.
Wow.
I mean, We were
I mean,
just-
we need to do a blind flight with a bunch of weeded and put that in there and see.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Is there an age statement and what's the proof?
Yeah.
Because maybe that'll kind of help us get ready for a weeded flight.
Steven said nobody bought it. Bought it in New York, so it's on sale in New York by me. Oh, nice. I feel you clipped it. Yeah, Bacardi is rough. It is. It just has like a chemical taste that I'm not a fan of. Patrick said I'll do an Iron Chef style reveal after his first sip.
I'm going to question everything you give me now. All the drinks. What's in it? I'll Francesca try it first. She'll like that.
I shouldn't have poured so much water. I'm realizing the mistake now.
All good. We're taking our time, dude. We got nothing but time. So I got both the old overholds airing out right now since the 11 years of fresh crack. And now we're going to be trying the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye.
Yep.
For anybody in the chat, if anyone wants to join us.
It's been a minute since I've had that one. I've had the toasted one, which it's been
honestly, I love the toasted one more than this.
Patrick said the spirit is sake.
Sake! Yeah, so this one's 106.6.
Yeah, Steven said he's misses it. He's not had it in a long time.
Yeah, and this bottle's actually from 2022.
Yeah, it doesn't show up very often at all. Yeah. Cool running in the chat. Welcome. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers. Thanks for joining us.
It's
a wonderful Saturday night.
Yes, we are moving on to the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye from 2022, 106.6 proof.
Yep.
Nice. I've always been a fan of this one.
Yeah, I was like,
oh, I'm going to give you a weird nose, but it's only because I just ate this for lunch.
I was almost going to say garlic, but...
Similar. Yeah, no, not too far off. I get soy sauce.
Okay.
I had sushi for lunch. I think it's just the soy sauce I'm getting. It's like savory, little bit. That smells like soy sauce to me, but like not in a bad way. Like
no, it's got like sweet behind it.
And you said garlic, so like we're in the same
realm. I was
realm.
almost gonna say like caramelized garlic. Like
we're in the same realm. I think that those both sound very similar. Different than I remember it smelling, but But I've never gone from Kentucky Rye to Indiana Rye to Kentucky Rye.
Yep.
All right, I'm excited. Let's try it. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, guys.
Now, from my memory, this isn't a very high rye mash bill.
I don't think so. I think it's a barely legal rye.
That's my memory too. Yeah.
I was like, obviously, it doesn't say anywhere on the bottle. I don't think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't think it says, but
no, we'd have to Google it and see if unless anyone in the chat knows. But
yeah,
on the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye, anyone know the mash bill?
I like this, but I don't think it screams rye.
It's very peppery
and
spicy. That would be my only guess for a rye, but
Steven said it's a barely legal rye.
That's why I thought maybe that's why I like it so much.
Yeah, I mean I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like it a lot, but when I'm looking for a rye whiskey, will I gravitate towards this? I don't know.
Yeah. And the other thing, like you said, is that some of these are very easy to find on shelf, like the Heaven's Door, the New Riff. Whereas this, it's hard to find number one, number two. If it is on the shelf, it's usually overpriced. Because I think retail went up to like 130, I think 140. I think this one I got for 120 or something like that, or 100. Either way,
which I think that's a good buy. I mean, there's so much character in it, and I've always been a Michter's fan. Even like the standard shelfers are like what $40, $45.
Yeah,
they're really good, but the barrel strength takes it to a whole another level.
Yeah.
Beef Stand Bourbon says the Penelope weeded 4 grain, coming at 95 proof, aged 4 to 6 years. Nice. Okay. Almost all rye is good rye. I like rye, and you took a while to come around to it, but
yeah. Well, I mean, at least with the Penelope, that's kind of right in there with all the Weller products. 90 proof, 95 proof, right in that 4 to 8 to 10, depending on which one you get. 12 years, obviously with the Weller 12.
Also, Peter, welcome. So you and Cool Running, like your icon for us is the same color. So I always, if I ever forget to shout out one of you, I'm sorry. Y'all like show up at the same icons.
Yeah.
Steven said I also semi-recently picked up the 6-year sherry malted New Riff.
I haven't had the malt, or I haven't had the sherry one, but I love the 6-year malted rye. That's my favorite rye that's usually readily available, at least in Kentucky, not out here in California.
It's not out here.
In Kentucky, it is. Yeah, I think it's like $60 too.
I don't think I had that. I think I tried.
It was
yours.
the one with the red label. No,
I tried.
Remember that? No, that wasn't mine. That was Artino's.
I tried Artino's. Yeah.
I loved it. I'm like, oh.
I don't think I loved it. I don't know.
I know. I think you like the Balboa rye more.
I do like the Balboa
Because again,
rye.
like I joke with people about it. To me, a Balboa rye is for a rye drinker's rye. Because obviously it's more rye spice, more of that. Whereas like the malt rye is definitely more sweeter, so it's more of a bourbon drinker's rye.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, we can both agree this Michter's is just. I'm getting like honey, like almost like what are those like? What is it? It's like a. We're talking about like Belgium. We're talking about Europe. There's like those like what are they called, like Strauss waffles, or like they're like those like flat honey.
I thought you were talking about Belgian waffles.
No, they're like they're
I know what you're
snack.
talking about. Yeah, with
They're
like the
flat,
caramel in the middle.
Yes.
Okay.
But sometimes they have honey in the middle.
I don't know what
and that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I said it's Stroop waffle. I think it's Stroop waffle. I said Strauss waffle. Something like that.
Whatever you say, buddy.
I get that on the nose in this.
Yeah.
Caramel, honey, baked. Like, I mean, this is. Yeah. I've always said Michter's is one of my favorites, and yeah.
But that's also why I like it. It goes more on the sweeter, not the savory path. Because I know a lot of the ryes, like I know with like, for instance, Jack Daniels, I usually get so savory on most of their ryes.
So good.
I know.
God, I love that bottle. It's been a while since I've had it because I have the toasted one, which I also really enjoy. But just the barrel strength in itself is like, honestly, that's like
make a cocktail with that.
Well, I was gonna say that. I would put. I don't even think the toasted is better. I think it's just neck and neck. They're both just delicious.
Again, for different reasons.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hate to say it's my. That is. I mean, to be fair, that's my favorite. That's my favorite I've had tonight. Yeah. I will say that, even though it's a barely legal.
Hey, a rye.
Which we have other barely legals. We have a Parker's Heritage barely legal one that we'll get to shortly. So, yeah. Had this for a while. That's the 2020.
It doesn't say. Just a 17 edition. So, but I think it's
23, 22.
I think it was 23.
23.
Yeah,
because they had the
last year was.
You're right. They had the heavy char bourbon before.
Yes,
it was that one, heavy char bourbon, heavy char rye. Further back, I don't remember further back.
Oh, this isn't the heavy. I thought this was the heavy char rye.
But this is the rye. This is still the most, not the most recent.
The most recent rye they did for the Parkers. Okay. Yeah. I'm confused. I'm like, you got me confused here.
Steven said, "Man, I would love a rye that has like like mesquite,
miso."
Oh, miso-esque. Okay. Well, I did say soy sauce.
Maybe
it read savory, but we said on the palate it's sweet. So that was just on the nose. I was getting savory.
And obviously it changed because obviously after it sat in the glass for a little bit, that savory kind of went away, open to those baking spices, the
Very
honey,
sweet.
everything.
Yeah.
So,
all right, we're moving to Old Overholt.
Old Overholt.
Now, which one is which in our glasses?
So it's literally like the bottle.
10,
so the left is 10 and the right's 11.
Okay, so the 10 year is from 2023. This was one of my favorite whiskeys of the year. 10-year-old cask strength rye whiskey. Of course, Old Overholt is from Jim Beam. Mash bill in this one. Mash bill's this. Is it the same as? I don't want to misspeak. I don't know the mash bill on this one, but
this is how I know, right?
Jim Beam.
Okay, I was like, I don't know anything about Old Overholt.
It's true. I was gonna say it's the same mash bill as like Jim Beam rye and stuff, but I don't know Creek rye, but I'm not 100% sure of that, so I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
But I will say this was a 2023 release, 10-year-old cask strength, 121 proof. Really loved it in the year, but they just came out, well, just as in last year, came out with a 11-year version. Now this one's a little bit lower proof. It's 107.4. So, I mean, not even just a little bit. It's quite a bit different.
Should we start with that one first?
And then, that's even weird.
New, but sorry, fun fact before. Let me double check this. I just saw this.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, okay. So barrel. So winter and autumn. This is autumn, but I was like, wouldn't that be funny if these were the same barrels?
Yeah.
Just aged an extra year.
I mean, close enough. Yeah. So these sitting there for another like three quarters of a year.
Yeah. So sorry, spoiler alert. They're different warehouses. So on the back actually gives you the warehouse. Oh. So they are different warehouses. So because I saw them, I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of.
That's really interesting. So just for reference, for those of you nerds out there, the 2023 one, the 10-year one, is warehouses V, just warehouse V. The 2024 one, the 11-year, is warehouse M, J, F, and 5. So a variety. Okay. I think I agree. I think let's go to the lower proof one, the 107.
Sorry, no, I was laughing at Patrick. Sorry. Patrick is a smart ass.
I see it. A little shot of honey on the palate as well. Nice. Yeah. Peter said I have an 8-year Parker's rye from back in the day. Ooh,
that'd be really
imagine
good.
this is probably good. Emily's here. What's up, Emily? Rye.
Cheers.
Yes, I know
cheers,
Emily
cheers,
is a rye fan. We're all nerds here.
Yeah.
And as I was saying for the nerds out there, I'm one of them.
Yep.
Peter says like heavy. Oh, Patrick's drinking the.
Patrick, is that the
rye.
sample I sent you, or do you have your own? Did you get your own bottle? I don't remember if you did or didn't, but I know I sent you a sample.
All right, so we're starting with the most recent, the 11-year 2024 release.
Yep.
Old Overholt Cast Strength Rye.
Yep.
Ooh, interesting nose.
First nose almost reminds me of the inside of Rickhouse.
I was going to say something completely different. You know, I want to say a weird note. It's something I've never said.
A weird note. All right,
Have you ever smelled a dollar bill?
I mean, yeah.
For some reason on the nose, I'm getting like a wad of money. I don't know. To me, so like, there's like a weird note that like I've never got that on a whiskey. Like, I'm probably crazy, but it's like you just like you're showing off your money. Like you're flipping through your hundreds.
It's got an odd sweetness to that because like there's like an odd note to it, but then I get like sweet on the back, and I'm like,
But I can also interpret that as like an oak, like a bit of like a light green. I say green oak a lot.
Yeah.
Don Nishida in the chat. Yep. Where has that dollar bill been? Good question. Good question. Jesus. Cheers, Don. Good to see you.
Bourbon new by Patrick. I think we're gonna get into that bottle next weekend.
Which bottle? The stripper bottle?
He doesn't have a stripper bottle. No, spill back up.
Okay.
It's the Parker's. The Parker's Heavy Char Rye.
Okay.
He says he had a whole bottle.
Steven said, I don't even remember the last Parker's I had. Curacao finish.
I still have a sample of the Curacao because I want to share it with somebody because I've had it before.
Steven, I will say they've gone uphill from there because I had that one, but the latest like few five-ish years or so have been great. This is the stripper comment I was reading. Peter said, I was in New York a couple weeks ago shopping with my daughter and saw the Overholt 10, chickened out and bought the Overholt 114. Oh, was it just the price or proof, or I'm curious why you
bailed on the 10-year one with the 114.
Curious if it might have been the price. I mean, I paid 80-ish. I think I paid 114 is a lot more affordable. Sure. Yeah. Okay, we're talking about.
Okay. Moving on. Okay, anyways, let's get back to this.
I think it's the oak, the green. It almost like paper. Maybe that's the money thing I was going.
It's almost like it's very nutty though too. Like honey, like honey roasted nuts.
I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I love it on the nose.
I mean, to be fair,
this is both of our first time.
It is also a fresh crack too, so maybe it needs time to open up.
It's also both of our first time trying this, and we've not had this yet. So I don't love the nose, but let's see how it tastes. Cheers,
guys.
I get the same experience, like flavor, similar to the nose.
The finish is
got a nice finish.
I was like, medium long finish.
It has a sourness to it that I don't know if I like.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And I describe that as almost like Jim Beam funk. But on the flip side is I know it's Jim Beam, so I'd have to do it blind to see if I pick up on it.
You know what? For someone that you say you don't like dill, I'm normally okay with dill. I interpret it as dill.
I don't get dill because I would be like, ugh, if I got dill.
That or green, like I'm either getting that or like a green oak.
I was almost thinking like I was going to say green, but I didn't know how to describe green kind of thing. Like almost like it's not young, but like
a freshly snapped piece of wood.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll have to sit in the glass for a little bit and see how it changes.
But I'm really curious to compare it to the 10-year, which I'm very familiar with.
Okay, and I'm not familiar with it. I've probably had it, but I'm not familiar with it.
So we'll see how they compare.
Yeah.
Peter said price, worried about getting bent over at customs. Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the price is up there. Like again, up here, you paid what was this, like 110 for the?
Yeah, I mean I got it on discount for Clifton, but I think it would have been if it was a single bottle, I think it would have been 110.
Yeah, and I paid $80-$90 for this in the Carolinas, so it's up there. O'Malley 16, also welcome. Good to see you. All you need is a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. We are getting there.
Yep,
we're working our way there.
We're getting there. Yep.
We're working our way through a lot of different ryes. By the way, 18 folks. Cheers to y'all.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Awesome. I thought you went from like no one
watching to everyone's here. Okay. So we're gonna keep going then. Let's keep this night going. All right.
So for those of you that missed it, Brandon wasn't really a rye drinker probably like 2 years ago or so.
Yeah.
You've slowly been discovering, especially craft rye whiskeys.
Yep.
I've always loved rye, so we're kind of seeing what our favorite are tonight, and we are working our way through the gamut from Kentucky rye, Tennessee rye, Indiana rye. Like we have a lot of rye, so it's all rye, which is our thumbnail for tonight. So we just had the 11-year old sorry, we've had a lot of old tonight.
We had old Fitzgerald earlier.
We had the Fitzgerald earlier. Overholt is something I've never tried unless someone sent me a sample a few years back.
Wasn't me.
Jack Daniel rye is said. Oh, it is. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. I want to have a little bit of this left. I want to go to the 10-year
Yeah,
from
that's why I'm on the
2023.
10-year. You're gonna laugh at me. I get Smarties.
Is it? Sorry, this is mine. This
Yes,
is my.
those are both
11.
yours. Yeah, so
Okay,
that's your
okay.
10.
Smarties. Okay.
Like crushed up
Now
Smarties.
Smarties in the Canada. We have some Canada folks in the chat. Smarties
Sorry,
are
candy.
different
Candy. Sorry, like American Smarties. Then the candy.
because Smarties is a candy in Canada, but it's a different candy. It's completely different. It's weird.
Oh,
I learned that randomly on the internet.
Patrick, you should have told me that. I would have bought 2. One's for my dad, and even for me.
Oh, okay.
Because I bought it when I was in Kentucky when I was hanging out with Brad, so I was kind of tipsy. And I was like, "Dad, you want this?" He's like, "Sure."
Nice. Peter said I'm up to 90 bottles of rye. Wow, Peter, man,
Wow.
that's great to
Good
hear.
for you.
Way more than me. I love rye. I can't. Let us know your favorites. If I've not tried your favorites on the channel, let me know. I know Peter, you sent me samples a long. I think you might have been the first person to ever send me samples for my channel. Believe it or not. But if you have recommendations for things I should buy, please let me know. Steven said I missed that 7-year barrel proof rye from the place I worked. Oh
yeah,
yes,
that was a
I did.
long
I
time
bought a bottle
ago.
of that.
Yep.
That was really good.
Yep. Oh, good. Thank you.
All right, so you said sweet tarts. It's a very different nose.
I know, but now it's kind of changing. Now it's almost going to more of like.
But this is wood. Like the 11-year is straight up
100%.
yeah, oak.
And it's weird too, because like the 11-year, it almost noses younger to me. Like it almost like
Young
unique,
oak
like
again. Like yeah.
like it's got youthful notes to it, even though it's a year older.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with you this much, but this is absolutely like a sugary candy.
Yeah.
And like yes.
You're so surprised. You sound like Francesca. Like I'm right a few times.
I'm not saying you're right, but I think our palates are sometimes a little bit different.
No, 100%.
But, like,
I was
we're
gonna say,
aligning here.
yeah.
This is like a Smarties.
I
Yeah,
hope it tastes like that. Like then maybe I'll have to get a bottle.
That's
but
so different. This is sweet, powdery, sugary.
yeah,
That's oaky. Which normally I'm an oaky fan, but like,
dude, I can't. Okay, I need to try this.
all right,
Okay,
let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers in the chat. Thank you. We got 16 in the chat. Keep going.
Oh, so different. Completely different whiskey.
Man, it's night and day. Night and day. Like, like if you did that on a blind flight, I would think 2 different distilleries.
Completely. But we know we're looking at the bottles. They were barreled in 2012.
Yes.
The original one from 2023 was barreled in winter and autumn of 2012. The new one was barreled. Man, there's no barrel.
No,
There's so many
Jesus.
words. Barreled in 2012 autumn. So like these are from the same period. This one's a year older.
That's crazy.
I think I prefer the younger one. I prefer the 10-year.
I do. But again, like in its defense, we got to see if it opens up.
Yeah,
maybe it needs
but I mean,
time. I don't know.
I
but
just bought this though like a month ago.
Okay. I mean, it's got a month, but still.
Yeah,
I mean, that's crazy though. I'm just so amazed that it's basically the same juice,
So
and yet totally different.
drastically different.
Totally different.
Like you said, blind, never in a million years. If you put like $1,000 on it, are these the same distillery or same mash bill distillery?
Yeah.
No, I would say absolutely not.
I
So
wonder,
different.
as an idea for another stream, are there that many other bottlings from distilleries that are like the same bottling like that but taste totally different?
That's the most drastic.
That's what I was like thinking. I was like, oh, that'd be a
ever
fun flight.
experienced.
But I'm like, I don't think there's that many that are that drastic besides single barrels because these are batch products.
My mind is
So
my
that's
mind
why
is
I'm
still
like-
blown right now. That is so different.
Yeah.
I much prefer the last year, the 2023 one.
But again, is it the proof though? I mean, I guess you'd have to add a little bit of water
Oh,
to
I
that
forget
to
this one's
see.
higher proof, right? Yeah.
It's 121 versus 107, so. But I mean, I'm with you. Like that 10-year.
Oh yeah. That's like sweet tea. Like it's weird to get like a sweet tea note.
Yeah.
But it's sugary, it's sweet, it's hefty. I mean, man. I don't regret putting that as one of my top whiskeys of the past year or so.
Oh, dude.
So different. Wow.
A little bit of water.
To the 20,
Yeah.
the old one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I just do what I do. If you want, just do it in your mouth. Just leave a little bit in your mouth.
I have a little bit. Yeah.
Holy.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's
that was a lot.
120. It's 120 something proof though.
You just hit like a 1-to-1,
It's
dude.
fine. No, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. All right, that's fine. Any other that isn't number 7 is vastly better.
That's how. So yes, that's how I feel about Maker's Mark. I've told you this before.
we
hate standard.
we did the stream.
Yeah, I
Last
hate
month.
standard Maker's Mark. Cannot stand it. But anything else, I like.
I love it in Maker's
Yes.
Coke though.
You do. I don't. I got very sick in Las Vegas with Maker's and Coke.
I ran out of Cokes. I usually run out of Cokes and I start drinking Makers, and by that point, it's fine. It's whatever. But, Patrick, have you had the JD10? let me know if you want to bring a sample of that because I have a GD10 at home. So if you would do a Jack Daniels flight,
Have I had that?
I don't know. You tell
I don't
me.
think I've
I have the 10 and the 12. So if you want to do a Jack flight, or because my other
had
idea,
that. Next month where Brandon's here.
I know because my other idea was a 12-year flight with Jack Daniels 12, Weller 12, Evan Williams 12, Centennial 12. Any other 12s I'm missing in the chat?
If you like 12-year, don't say that.
No. I was like, those are
if
a
you
couple
like
ideas.
12-year-old whiskey,
There
let
you
us
go.
know in the chat.
There you go.
That sounds fun. Yeah,
So
that's
we
a
got
cool
that.
idea.
Because
I got the Weller 12.
Okay, perfect. Patrick, I'll let me write down before I forget.
We're gonna forget.
I will forget. So
We're still here, right? Oh, Knob Creek 12.
okay,
I love Knob Creek 12.
Thank you, Artino. See, but that's what I meant. Like, I think that'd be a fun flight at 12 years.
Yeah, no, that's I
think that'd
never
be
even
fun.
thought about that. That's
Yeah.
so much fun. Yes. Bullet 12-year ride? Oh my god.
Well, not a ride because you're gonna put a ride with Bourbon
Okay,
and or weed.
I got excited. Where did we go? I'm sorry. My mouse has a back button, and I got excited because I was like, "Oh my god, this is such a cool idea!" Then I hit the back button, so I apologize.
Sorry, guys. That's
Knob Creek
Cliffy
12.
over there. Cliffy's
Yeah.
available.
But I'm excited. That's
Okay.
fun. We know next time you're over
Okay.
it. Let's do a 12-year.
There you go. Okay, well, I'm gonna let those simmer for a while.
Shout out to the 12 lovers. Here we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Let's steal that live and oh,
All right, Patrick, let's do it. Let's
no,
do it.
No.
I'll bring a bunch of samples. Let's go.
As long as you guys every 5 minutes shout out Bourbon Bites. I can
Okay.
make oh wow. Ooh,
I don't have my Wild
that.
Turkey 12 yet. It's in Australia.
I don't have that either. I probably had it on a recent stream.
I can probably get a sample. I know people.
What's
I-
up, Stacy?
Hey,
Foley
Stacy.
Whiskey is here. Oh,
I know-
we're talking
I know
about
people.
12-year. Red Breast 12. No, we can't do
Then-
all the 12s.
yeah, I was like,
That'd be really
but that opens up
crazy.
new territory because
Yeah,
then you go
yeah.
into Scotch and Irish and Japanese. So
Sorry, we just got excited about doing like a 12-year-old bourbon themed
okay,
stream.
there you go. Bourbon News got 12 done, sold.
Nice.
Okay.
4-leaf whiskey just poured a Powers Irish.
That's
12-year
hilarious.
ride. That's funny that you
That's
have
funny
that.
that you mentioned that.
Because we also have that one. So
And also-
very
well,
very
it's-
different than what we were drinking, but
Yeah, but
what's the proof on it?
this one's gotta be low. It's triple distilled.
Probably low, yeah.
Oh, 86.4. You really want to go back down in proof? I think we should just keep going up.
We'll keep going up, but like if we have time, we'll go back to this one. Yeah. So no, we grabbed this. I grabbed everything rye in my collection, so that was absolutely one I was gonna grab.
Okay.
Whiskey Bear said just use Russell's 13. Nope, it's not 12. It's 13.
And it's not even 13-year age stated, I don't think.
Russell's 13 is.
It's not age stated, is it?
I assume the 13 is 13 years. Am I wrong?
No, but it meant like, does it say anywhere on the bottle? We killed your bottles, so I don't think you kept those.
Would it not?
Anyone let us know in the chat.
You're making me question my entire like mindset. Like, why would it not be 13 years? It's called Russell's 13.
Look at your Russell's 15 bottle. Don't you have one of those?
No, I had
Oh,
a sample.
I don't even have a bottle, so I don't even have a sample.
Tell him he's crazy. Like Russell's 13 is 13 years, right? I mean, I may be wrong. I don't know.
I just want to know if it's age stated. It's probably 13. I just want to know if it's age stated. But all right.
Yeah, Steven said 1792 is 12, which you said you have. You're
Yeah,
a
I
big
have
fan of
that.
that.
Yeah, I have that.
All right, what are we moving to next?
Yeah. Let's go with Forster.
Oh, Forster. Yeah, let's
Let's
do
go with Forster, Parker's, and then JD.
it. Blending.
Okay, so this one for anyone in the chat, it's from Warehouse K, and it's 127.2.
Nice. So we're jumping up significantly from this. We don't know an age on this, right? They don't put an age
This is
statement or
not
anything.
age
Yeah,
stated.
yeah.
I mean, I think it's rumored, but I have no idea what the rumor
I think
is.
young, right? I think that the theory is that the old Forester Rise are young.
Anyone let me know in the chat. I honestly don't remember.
Price wise, I paid about 90 for this.
Yeah, I think I paid about
Yeah.
the same for mine. He didn't
Yeah.
want mine. I had a different warehouse, but he didn't want me to bring mine.
I thought I didn't want you. I said I already had it. I don't mean I didn't want it.
I mean, it's a single barrel.
Peter
Yes.
said, since you're in California, where is your Corbin Cash Rye or Potrero Rye? I have had both of those on the channel. Honestly, Corbin Cash Rye just had a sample. I didn't have a full bottle. I think I had it from Joe, Independent Joe. He had a bottle at his house. Not about a bottle. I'm not the biggest fan of Old Potrero,
Yeah.
but Corbin Cash I really enjoyed.
Corbin Cash is good, but it's expensive.
Yeah,
like there's
it
a lot
is,
of
it
picks.
is.
Like a lot of picks have been popping up in California, but they're like 150, 160 for a 9-year.
Steven said, I've literally never seen the Old Forester barrel proof rye. It's plenty of bourbon picks. Yeah.
Oh.
So they didn't do picks of this. This
No,
is
this
all
is
just single barrel, not picks.
Yeah, these are just not picks, which
Yeah.
they popped up, but I haven't seen them lately.
I
haven't seen them in a
actually just
long
bought
time.
this. I just bought this one.
What do you mean just bought this one?
I think
I mean, bro.
I mean, when I say just bought this, hold on.
Just saying, I was like, dude.
No, I bought it recently at K&L. It popped up.
I mean, okay.
There's no ages. There's no dates. I was
I
hoping
mean,
there was a
you
date
do
on
you,
it.
boo boo, but damn. I think you like it.
I do.
Yeah.
When I say recently, I bought this in the past 6 months.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Patrick, thank you. Cheers. Okay.
Russell's 13 literally says years old. Wow.
I do own a bottle.
Thank you for letting me know. He's
at one in a while.
gaslighting me. He's like, no, it's not
Yeah.
13 years old. It's just 13. 13 stars. I don't know. Yeah. OP is 100% malted
Old
rye.
Potrero.
Oh, Old Potrero. Yeah. Malted rye. Like I'm iffy about. Not the biggest fan of it.
I already told you, malted rye is definitely newer for me. Sold.
Yeah. All right. So this is the Old Forester.
Old
It does
Forester.
smell young. I will say it's grainy.
Yeah.
Not necessarily bad. I mean, it's like barnyard, but like not like.
I almost get the green apple again, almost like this.
Oh, you
but
get green
turned
apple.
up like
Interesting. Okay.
caramel green apple.
It's bright.
Yeah,
I will say
it
bright.
is very bright. I mean, I guess Patrick technically Electric Bro Proof is 12,
That's a good
but-
point. Good point.
but we totally can't put that in with like Weller 12 because that's 90 proof versus 100 and something.
Yeah, unless we had like the old pirate barrel, like the not cast strength version of it. That's the difference.
So funny enough, I found one, but I didn't even realize that there's actually a pirate bottle that's in between the 12-year age dated and the new bottle that's not age dated.
Oh,
So
I have no idea.
I have a pirate bottle that
That's
94
not
proof.
age-dated?
That's not. It just
Oh,
says it's
weird.
aged for a long time or whatever it says, but it's not 12 year. And I was like, crap.
Interesting.
But I have one at home.
Yeah. Hopefully you didn't overpay.
I think it was like $30.
Oh,
that was back when
okay.
that was back when I used
I
to
thought
hunt.
I thought you got excited. You're like, oh, I'm gonna buy a bottle.
No, I just bought it because I was like, oh, how much is
Yeah,
this?
that's
I'm like,
awesome.
okay, it's a
Yeah.
pirate bottle. Like, why not?
Beach and Bourbon said I've bypassed a few Old Forester single barrel ryes.
Interesting. Because of the price, you don't like Old Forester, or what's your reasoning?
And Steven said he bought one of those forever ago. The non-age dated.
Steven, did you open it? Because my buddies want me to open it really bad, and I'm like, I don't.
I love a good old
I have too many dusty bottles that are just sitting there. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with them yet, but they're there.
You know, one thing you can do is drink them.
I mean,
Yeah.
with friends.
Just an idea.
Yeah, just an idea. I mean, we could do that. We could do Dusty Flight. Just open it up.
Yeah, we could. If y'all want that, let us know. Leave a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Leave a thumbs up rating
Yeah.
this thing if you want that.
No, no kidding. Okay.
All right, let's go. Let's taste it. Cheers. Cheers.
Oh,
It's hot. I mean, that proof is there.
it is. Wow. It is a lot spicier than I remember it.
It's spicy, but it does feel. I mean, I guess I want to say bready. Like it does have. It's not just bright and thin. It's bright and thick.
Yeah. I mean, I think this would go good in a cocktail.
But
Even though
I
don't like cocktails.
I tried this recently in a Manhattan, by the way. I didn't like it in Manhattan. So, weirdly enough, I love a rye whiskey in a Manhattan. This one, I think the rye was either the proof or the age or something was just not quite right.
Yeah.
Honestly, of the ones we tried tonight, this one's not doing it for me.
No, I mean, to be fair, it's one of those to where like, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm not like, I need this.
Yeah. I mean, would I buy another one at the same price? Probably not.
I made that mistake.
Yeah. No, I just bought this in like around 6 months ago.
I mean, at least the only thing I've got going for me is mine are two different warehouses. So
Yeah.
at least they're different. So it's not like it's the same one, which, like Patrick said, so these are not picks. These are just regular bottlings. They're not picks.
Right.
They haven't been picks.
But I will say the Old Forester rye, the 100 proof variation is very good. For the price, like $30-something.
Oh yeah.
Great cocktail.
100%.
Right. Yeah. This one's not doing it for me tonight, but what do we got? We got two more to go through. We have the Parkers and this one.
Yeah. I was like, well, since you already dumped your overalls together.
I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna put it in a glass. I'll still drink it. Don't get me wrong.
You're like, I'm still gonna.
By the way, we're going out to dinner after this. We're gonna sober up over some.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna kill this one. This one's really good. Okay. We're cleaning up. Okay. Yeah. So Steven says it's the 12 years were definitely better. I think slightly better than the modern. Okay. I could see that. I mean, to be fair, most bourbons or whiskeys in general, like the older labeling or older bottlings, are better.
Unfortunately,
than the new ones.
that's the case. Yeah.
But that's also why people like pay so much for dusty bottles.
Yeah. All right, let's try the Parker's Heritage Cast Strength Rye Whiskey. This is, I think, is it 2023?
Patrick, is this the same as yours, the proof wise?
Well, someone mentioned having the heavy char. This is not the heavy char. Okay. But I think this might just be the 2023. I'm trying to find it. Sorry. 17th edition, 10 years old. This is what this one is.
Oh, Yeah.
I just don't know the year. I'm trying to find
That's
the year.
I'm pretty sure it's 20. I mean, you can Google it. I'm pretty sure it's 23. I'm pretty sure it's 23.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I believe you. I'm trying to find someone to say it.
Yeah, that's fine.
2023. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I
Yes.
figured. But so then this is different than Patrick's then, because he said he had the heavy char,
Heavy
which
char,
I think
yeah.
was a couple years
Mhm.
prior.
It went heavy char rye, heavy char bourbon,
And then this.
rye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter said, I really like Old Forester rye. The 1 liter bottles are a must buy. Yeah, the regular rye for the price, absolutely. I just think the single barrels aren't. I personally would skip the single barrels.
Well, especially for the price. Like, it's not like it was $60 or whatever. Like you said, 90 in
90.
California.
I would pay 30 for the regular one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
instead.
Whiskey Bear said, stay away from the dusty wild turkey, though. That stuff's awful. I think that's a joke. I say
Oh,
that's a joke.
no, it's not. It's delicious.
Steven said, I'm going to make some buzzed nachos after this. Just poured some more Jack Daniels barrel proof fry. Oh, Steven, man, I wish we were doing a hangout after this. We're going to probably go get dinner, but
yeah.
If you pop into the hangout on Discord, we might pop in for a minute.
Yeah,
so
we got a little bit of time.
You're still on Discord, right? It's been a minute. If you need the link, let us know.
Yeah, Patrick, you're right. They used to be all age stated, then now they vary depending on the batch, and now it's handwritten on the front.
Well, okay. Oh, ECBP.
ECBP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now they're mirroring what happened with Elijah Craig, not the barrel proof, because those used to also be 12 years. Then that got taken off.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm
Elijah
just
Craig barrel proof. You said the same thing. Okay.
I'm saying the barrel proof mirrored what the regular Elijah Craig did.
Yeah.
It got rid of it.
Yeah.
Silently. It was very
Okay. Ooh, I don't think I've had the heavy char rye.
Char rye was 20.
Because Patrick, the sample I sent you was this one, the one that we're drinking now.
20, 21.
Which is 23, but he's got a sample of here. He's got a bottle of the heavy char. That's exciting.
They were missing one then. Heavy char bar was 20. That means the heavy char bourbon was 21. Something was 22.
I don't know. I mean, you can Google Parker's Heritage releases or
2022.
whatever and see what pops up. Just like the releases.
I think 2022 is the one we're missing.
Oh, that wasn't the cognac finish, was it? The double
barrel. You know what? I missed that one. Yes, double barrel. Yes,
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
You said it was like cognac?
I thought it was. I could be wrong.
Did anyone in the chat have that? I definitely did not have that one.
I know someone did.
Double barreled.
Oh, it's a bourbon. Never mind. Well, what's the two barrels?
60 or 40
it's
something.
just bourbon barrels. Okay.
Oh, 13 year and 15 year. That's
Okay.
interesting. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is still the old. Wait.
No, this is the Parker's. It's
Parker. I was very confused.
It's so much. I'm sorry. It's so much better than the.
Yeah.
Forester,
I was about to be like, did something just change drastically? Yeah. This is Parker's.
It honestly kind of reminds me of Heaven's Door, where you don't really get a lot of proof, but it smells so rich.
Yeah.
Like it's very inviting.
On the nose, if I were gonna compare it to anything we've had tonight, I think Michter's is the closest to this too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because it's probably more barely legal rye. Steven said, I hope Heaven Hill mirrors what happened to Knob Creek with the age statements.
Yeah.
Bringing them back, yeah.
Probably will, especially with everything that's going on right now.
Especially if the bourbon boom.
That's what I'm saying. Quote, unquote. Yeah. I was like, we'll see what happens.
Oh, this smells delicious. This smells great. Cheers. Patrick said he has a 2024. It's the cognac finished 14-year malt.
That's what it was. Okay.
I knew there was a 24. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew there was a finished one. That's who probably has it. Okay. That's like baked.
Caramel. Like, I mean, it's Heaven Hill. Heaven Hill through and through. Y'all know I love Heaven Hill.
That's my favorite of the night. I'm calling it right now. That's my favorite of the night.
It's very, very good. Corey Krabs is in the chat. Welcome, Corey. If the Old Forester single barrel proof were priced similarly to Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, they would be more appealing.
Yes,
the Jack Daniels are like
those are
70,
right
60,
between 70 and 80 at least in California.
Okay.
But I think you're right. Like honestly, it would make the Old Forester more appealing, but spoiler alert,
I would rather have the Jack Daniels. I think so too. Which we're gonna find out. That's our last pour. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was so afraid of that bottle, and I finally opened mine, and I'm like, dude, it's actually really good. I'm like,
yeah. So we're saving this to last because it's the highest proof. Not that we think it's our favorite; it's just the highest proof of the night.
We're just going up in proof, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
Beach Sand Bourbon said, "Do you have any Peerless rye?" I don't, unfortunately. I've had it before. I do like it, but I've never compared it directly to other things like this. So,
I know I'm excited. I really am.
Yeah, I was going back to the Old Forester just to check it.
Honestly, this is all great stuff, though. But this is why I've gotten into rice, because I have good friends like you that share, and there's a lot more into it. So for anyone in the chat that's afraid of rice,
I promise I'm not trying to convert him, but
No.
like,
yeah, well, just like bourbon, like what notes don't you like about rye,
Mhm.
and then obviously stay away. Like me, I don't like dill, so I tell people, hey Clifton, what do you have that's rye that doesn't have dill?
Yeah.
Okay, here, try this. Here,
Mhm.
try this, and you start, going down your path.
Yeah.
And then before you know, it's like bourbon to where you have too many bottles, and there you go.
Yeah. I honestly should buy more rye because like tonight's telling me like I really like rye, but I will say I'm gravitating towards the barely legal ones, which are more corn, more bourbon-esque.
Yep.
Surprise, surprise! I'm a bourbon lover. My channel is called Bourbon Bites.
Yep.
Sorry, so I do gravitate. The Michters and the Parkers are like my winners, but when I'm looking for a rye, I really love the Old Overholt 10-year. I love Indiana rye. We're about to see Tennessee rye to see how I feel about that. So,
Well, and then you also got to start factoring in price on these and availability.
yeah.
I mean, like obviously our two favorites as of right now, our two favorites are the Parkers and the Michters,
Mhm.
which are, as far as I know, the most expensive and the hardest to find of
Yeah.
what we've tried so far.
Yeah, agreed. Well, that was hot. I finished my water.
It's hot but good, all in the same.
Yeah.
So
All right, we got one more
we got one more
whiskey to try.
Yeah.
This is the one that we both had a lot of experience with. I've never compared it to as many ryes ever.
As we've done.
This is Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye, coming in at 134.
Yeah, 134.
134.2. Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Mine's 135.2.
I mean, I have another one back there.
No.
Okay,
No.
okay.
That's plenty.
All right, so
That's plenty.
now this is Tennessee. I don't know the mash bill in this. I don't know if they even. I don't think Jack Daniel's even shares any of their mash bills.
I was gonna say I would assume not. I haven't heard of any mash bills from JD, so I have no idea.
Beachside Bourbon said we had a distillery-only release of Peerless that was called Bananas Foster's. Probably the best rye I've ever had.
That would be really good.
Peter said, "How do you feel about the finished rye? Are we talking Jack Daniel's finished rye?
And are you just talking about finished ryes in general?
Yeah, let us know because Jack Daniel's they had the double. What was it called?
The double. Oh, we have that. Where you have?
I had it. It's gone now.
Yeah, the double. It was double barrel. I thought, or double oaked.
Yeah.
Because remember, one was a regular American oak. I think it was toasted. Right? Was the second one? I think.
I don't know, but I didn't like it.
I did. I love it. But again, the price for 100 proof, $100.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
Oh, in general, finished rye. Well, I will. What I've always said is I think rye takes on more of a cask finish than bourbon does, especially when we're talking about like sherries and like red wines. So like a port finished rye or a sherry finished rye absolutely has way more character profile than a bourbon of the same category. That's just how I've always felt. I prefer a finished rye over a finished bourbon because I think bourbon has enough character on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say I'll turn down a finished bourbon, but I'm just saying I would rather be a rye. Toasted though, I think toasted and rye also go together really well because Michters has a toasted barrel strength rye that's really good.
I actually, to be fair, I love toasted, but surprisingly, like for instance, but it's funny because I would have to do more research because obviously he has a bottle of Penelope toasted rye,
but
I don't get that much toasted notes on the Penelope like I do on the Michters.
Because we had the Penelope toasted rye as well. Well, there was a weeded Penelope earlier in the chat.
Yeah, that he was talking about.
Yeah, but we have the toasted rye from Penelope. It's fine. It's not my favorite toasted rye for sure.
Yeah.
Sagamore and Doc Swenson's. Yeah, Doc Swenson. I mean, I was literally looking through my collection. Yeah, I was like, I finished all these Doc Swensons. Yes, Doc Swenson's is incredible. I love their finishes with rye. Patrick said I've had the newest Tennessee Taster, which is the double oak rye at 107.
I think I might have that.
I'm very intrigued.
It's a 375, I think, right? Or 200 or whatever. Stupid little. It's a mini bottle though, like almost like a sample bottle like this or whatever. So I think I have that though.
I didn't pour it.
Nope, go for it.
All right, so we're pouring our last whiskey in the night, which is the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye, coming in at 134 something proof.
134.2. Here you go.
Yeah. Oh my God, man. So again, we don't know the mash bill. We just know that this is legally a rye whiskey. Oh, it's hot. I mean, I will say, Jack Daniel's barrel proof bourbon was like the trend of all like whiskey lovers for a while. Like what, 2019 to 2021?
It was for a while, and I was the outcast. I don't like them.
The rye is very reminiscent of the flavor profile of that,
Mm-hmm.
but it adds a little bit more. Banana is there, but bananas in general with
Yeah.
Jack Daniels.
It's like I almost get like chocolate and cinnamon covered bananas, like
I was gonna
almost
say,
like
yeah, like a
flambé.
sour, like yes, cooked. I was gonna say
Yeah.
sour, but like a cooked
Yeah.
banana, which is weird. Like it's not something you normally think of.
And obviously like the spice from the rye.
I mean,
Vanilla.
this
It smells
is the most
honestly. It
fragrant. This is the
smells.
best
This
nose
is the
I've
best
had.
nose.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm just
absolutely.
honestly, I'm honestly afraid of the proof. Before I even dive into it,
Yeah.
I'm afraid of the proof. Honestly, between you and me, but like you said, we'll try
But
it.
what you know? What's funny is we got some like ethanol notes on some of these earlier ones that were lower proof.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that. I'm really enjoying this nose.
No, this is honestly has either the best nose of the night or pretty damn close to
I
the
think it's
best
my favorite.
nose. Honestly,
My favorite.
like
Peter said I still have a couple of the original Jack Daniel barrel proof rye heritage bottles. That was the limited release.
okay.
But the Shelfer barrel proof rye is still very good. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. We both had the heritage one as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
But these are, I don't want to say what relatively available, but like honestly not that hard.
Honestly,
to find.
these are not hard to find. I know the heritage one, like I didn't like it. Like it was not my
Really?
jam
Okay.
at all. For whatever reason, it just wasn't my jam.
That was the one that they used different inks, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's
yeah,
a different."
it was like
Yeah,
red,
okay, yeah,
green,
everyone,
blue,
yeah.
and black or
But I
whatever.
don't know if that was true or not. But everyone was seeking out different ink colors. I remember that. That was yeah.
I mean, find a reason.
But I remember yours was really fucking good. Mine was
And
really bad.
And I didn't even like mine. That's
Mine
what
was so
funny.
bad, and you never gave it to me. Okay. These are different though. I don't get
No,
that
no,
much
that's
variety
what I'm
on
saying.
these,
I really dig this one.
Steven said weirdly I don't get that much banana on the pick I have. Interesting. Okay.
But it's also a pick, so
Yeah. Yeah. This is not a pick. This is a.
no, it's a regular shelf, so to speak.
They do picks in this. I just don't have any. I don't think we haven't seen them in California in a while.
I
picks.
haven't. I don't think I've ever seen a rye pick in California.
Yeah,
honestly.
we just see
because
single
I know. I
barrels.
thought didn't you do one with Jason Mastron? Was that a rye or was that a bourbon?
Bourbon.
Okay.
We see a lot of the single barrel ryes, but not picks.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's try it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers in the chat. Thanks for staying.
Brandon or Patrick. I'm sorry. Patrick says every store has them here. I assume the non-picks, the single barrel ryes.
Oh. So the nose matches the palate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is hot.
Very hot.
I'm honestly, and I blame Artino Whiskey Pear for always making me think of this. The palate is so thin. It's not rich.
You would expect with so much
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
It's almost like it hangs on to this is weird to say. I feel like it's lingering on that like high proof, like it's sticking
Yeah.
around like the
finish is going on, but I know like the mid palate's almost like thin, like almost just alcoholic. There's no flavor. It's kind of thin.
I like the
Honestly.
flavor, but it's thin.
Yeah.
It's like
it's hot. I'm sorry, but it's
Yeah,
hot.
it's
I
hot.
want to try a little bit of water and see how it
Yeah.
helps it or whatever.
and I'm okay with hot, but it's thin bodied, which when it's hot and it's full bodied, that's my favorite. I love that.
Mm-hmm. Interestingly enough, when you add a little bit of water, it honestly brings out the banana note.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely more like, flambéed bananas.
So I won't say this is my least favorite, but it's not my favorite.
No, I'm with the Michters or the Parkers.
I'm just reading the chat real quick. I'm gonna go out and get some sleep early night tonight. Oh yeah. Cheers.
Good night. Thank you.
Yeah, we're about
Thanks
to
for
wrap
joining
up
us.
and
Yeah.
pick our favorites. So
Thanks
cheers.
for
Have a
joining
good
us.
one. Whiskey First said Brendan has had no less than 3 Jack Daniels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Steven said I always feel like the Shelfer Jack Daniels picks are too hot.
Mhm.
I mean that we agree with that tonight.
Yeah.
Peter said there are still a lot of the twice barreled Knob Creek. Wait, KC. Twice barreled Knob Creek rye. Oh yeah, that was a release. It's long gone here.
Oh, I was like, wait,
Yeah, it's like 100 proof. It's like 100
okay.
proof.
I was all
yeah.
confused. I'm like, Knob Creek. I'm like,
Yeah, I was
Knob
confused.
Creek double. Okay.
Steven said I mean just off the sip. Jack Yeah. No, I feel you.
No, to be fair, we'll find out because I'm getting a pick. Well, technically, I think the one that Patrick got me is not a pick, or maybe it is. Patrick let us know it might be a pick, but then he said another liquor store has another pick, so maybe I'll get both of them, and then we can do a Jack Daniels of like, hey, this is a pick versus 2 shelfers, and mix them, and see if you can tell the difference between the non-picks versus the picks,
Yeah.
or something. Like, I don't know. Like we'll figure it out, but I think that'd be interesting.
I'm about to rank my favorites. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go with my gut.
Okay.
First gut reaction. Favorite, Parker's Heritage.
Yeah, I can see that.
Second favorite, honestly, Old Overholt 10. Third favorite, Michter's Barrel Strength.
Okay.
That was a hard decision
Okay.
between those. Yes.
Yeah, but see, you should have kept some in your glass. Knows that.
Which one is that one?
Just what do you think? What are your notes?
Yummy.
Yeah, you and me both. I was thinking the same thing.
It's good.
That's the 11 year.
11.
It's
Wow.
opening up very nicely now.
Okay. Well, I'm going with my gut. Going with my gut. We're over time. So, favorite Parker's. Second favorite, Old Overholt 10. Third favorite, Michter's Barrel Strength. Fourth favorite, the Jack Daniels is my fourth favorite. Fifth favorite, the 11 year.
Wow, you like that more than the 10 year? No, the 10
No,
year was
I
second.
already
I'm sorry,
included that,
that's
yeah.
right,
Fifth favorite, that one. Sixth favorite. Ooh, I hate it. Ooh, I feel bad. Sixth favorite is the Heaven's Door.
Yep.
Seventh favorite is the New Riff 8 year. Last place for me is the Old Forester single barrel. To me, it's young, it's hot.
Yeah, it's
I'm not loving it tonight.
honestly, that one and Jack are kind of duking it out for near the end.
All right, let me know your order. Just go for
Honestly.
it. Go with your gut. Go for it.
So Parker's, Michter's, New Riff, New Riff, Old Overall 10, Heaven's Door, Old Overall 11, Old Forester, Jack.
Oh, you
Honestly,
put Jack last.
yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
It's honestly, to me, it's just like hot mess. Like that's just my own, and that's what kind of I didn't like about that special release from a couple years ago was the same thing. Like it wasn't for me for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
And that's fair. There's different flavor profiles for sure.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I didn't miss any chat. Peter said there are a lot.
Yeah, you read that. Got it. Knob
Yeah.
Creek.
Knob Creek Castreth, right? Yes, that's
I was like, you
what.
had
Yes,
that a
I
long
do.
time ago.
I
I
did
feel
like
like
that.
you did.
Really good. Whiskey Crystal like
Oh my
glass.
gosh, yeah.
Well, now I regret not picking up the Overhaul 10. No, the Overhaul 10. It's still available. I literally just bought it 2 months ago.
Well, we don't know where he's located though. Like what part of the
I
country?
think Peter's in Canada, so maybe
yeah.
hard to find. Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say if it's still available,
yeah.
I mean, go back and buy it.
Steven said, "Get the off-the-shelf Daniels bourbon and fries I've had are too hot."
Yeah.
Peter says, "Yeah, cast
Yeah,
strength,
which is funny because, like I said, I'll have to bring mine because mine I have at home. I think it's I think it's hot. I think it's 135,
Wow,
and it doesn't
okay.
drink that hot.
Okay,
I might have gotten a lucky barrel. Like I don't know. Like that's why I was like, that's just really hot. I don't know why.
we had 9 different
So
rye whiskeys tonight, so I'm happy with my results. I'm surprised, but also like this has been very educational. I think.
yeah. I mean, to
Learned
be
a
fair,
lot.
maybe next year you'll do a top ryes of the year as well as bourbons.
Ooh, maybe if I can.
Depending on how
see.
many bottles you get or
We'll
whatever.
see.
I mean, you got a decent amount.
It would have to be a separate stream because if I did ryes and bourbons in one, it'd be 20.
No, you break it into 2 or 3
I'd be
streams or
gone.
whatever.
I'd be
And to
gone.
be fair, I'll volunteer if you want to help out with
Okay.
your streams or whatever. Like,
Okay.
down. Because then I'll bring a bunch of bottles and whatever, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, so I think both of us scored the Indiana rye relatively highly to Heaven's Door.
Because I'm a bourbon drinker's rye, so I love my sweets.
Yep. So awesome. Well, you guys leave us a comment in the chat below what your favorite rye whiskey is. If you've had any of the ones we've had tonight and you like it or you don't like it, let us know. Like, we're not going to hold any opinions. We'd love to know your thoughts. But thank you all so much for watching. I'll be live next Thursday. I go live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We do an after party hangout for Patreon. We do movie nights and all that fun stuff. But most of all, check out our Discord server, which is a great community of whiskey-loving friends. Brandon is one of the mods there. Link is on my channel. Just go to it. Or you can search bourbonbites.com. You can find our Discord. So much fun. Great whiskey-loving community. But most of all, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I will see y'all next week. Be safe. And I will see y'all next Thursday. Cheers.
Cheers. Good night.